Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some more CK2. Series has been going really great. The support from you guys and just a general sort of both front and back seating, and and I mean in the most positive way possible, and just the general feel around the entire series has been very positive, has been very clean. It's been awesome, really. So I like to thank you for like a couple of seconds in the intro. So, I've like I said, I received like a lot of advice and a lot of well, it's mostly I was gonna say criticism, but I haven't received any criticism yet. It was just general advice for stuff to do, and I implement that. I don't implement it immediately for reasons that should somewhat at least be kind of obvious. For example, I mentioned I was told to go raiding. Yes, we'll go, but at the moment, I'd much rather attack this guy and take, like, this province from him than go raiding and then acquiring a bunch of money, which I have tons of anyway, you know. Raiding is really good for the Norse up here because their income is dog shit, you know. Mind you, their upkeep is pretty low too, but yeah, it's terrible income, so it helps them quite a bit, but... Point being, I will raid, I will implement your guys' advice, or at the very least, the vast majority of it, but, you know, through time. Speaking of, last time I said I was going to check this guy and whether he actually cheated or not. He did, but not by as much as I thought he did. Essentially, he has the vassals, right? So this mercenary company, where is it? The Mamluks. They are his vassals, right? Now, you would expect this to be, you know, everything's fine and dandy, right? They're the vassal, he called them in, and that's why they paid for their own upkeep and not him. Except he didn't call them in as allies. See, this is where things get a little bit tricky. He didn't call them in as allies, he called them in as his vassals. That doesn't make much sense. He didn't call them in as a separate entity in the war, he raised them as you would raise any other mercenary army. The only difference is because they're his vassals, his monthly cost is reduced significantly. For the full army, it is slightly above 10 ducats, and I've checked this because I've used the play command, which I've shown, and I've checked with him, and he was supposed to be... Actually, let me just go and close the window. I moved, by the way, which I want to talk about this at the beginning of the show, or the beginning of the beginning of the video. I moved back to my uni city. I'll be staying here for like the next few months, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it sounds exactly the same, like acoustically speaking and everything, but you know. Tell me if there's a difference. I'll see if I can tweak around with the audio settings a little bit, but it should be okay. Apart from the cars in front of the window, let me go and close that. Jesus Christ. Alright, we've closed the window. It is a lovely evening over here, around 8 p.m.-ish. I have to be somewhere in like half an hour, but yeah, it's completely fine. We'll do one video and then I'll do that. Anyways, where was I? Yes, he hired the Mamluks, and he was supposed to pay 10 for them, plus the added 15 for his levy. He didn't pay anything for the mercenaries. And I checked, they weren't in the war. Like, they would be down here as allies if that was try again. If that was the case. They were not. At least I'm pretty sure they were not. At any rate, I'm fairly confident he cheated, and the AI does do that sometimes. Not very often, though. It could not be like the AI cheating on purpose. It could be like it could have just like glitched out or something. But I don't know, because you see, right now he's paying 15 per month. He doesn't have that many men raised. See, this is the problem here. The vast majority of his levies are dead, and a good part of the mercenaries here are also dead. Not all of them, but a decent chunk of them are dead. He's paying 15. He was paying 15 with, like, double the men back here as well. during the war. So sure enough, he had a higher income back then, but it doesn't. The expenses don't change based on your income, right? Your income changes based on your income. If you get what I mean, right? So it either glitched out or he cheated or whatever, but it was just a little bit, tiny bit frustrating to have to deal with that. At any rate, though, we can't raise up our vassals' armies, so we're gonna have to wait for the Sultan to deal with this rebellion. I really don't see any other way that will resolve itself, though he is in the middle of a civil war. A civil war that he might potentially lose, depending on how he plays it. But, yeah. Oh, and I'm not sure how... sorry. I'm not sure how worthwhile mentioning this is, but I don't actually have sound. As a matter of fact, that place that I need to be, like, in half an hour from now, I need to pick up my HDMI cable, because I forgot to bring it here. So I brought one, which is for the monitor and the graphics card, but I need the other one to connect the TV to the graphics card, and the sound runs through the TV, because I don't have speakers here. Speakers are in the other town. Don't have speakers? No, I don't. I use the TV as a giant speaker, and it works phenomenally well when it's plugged in. Alright, let's get into it, though. Enough technicalities and whatnot. I do have a mod. The mod's called Rich Childhood. I think I turned it on. But obviously we're not going to see anything regarding that mod until we become a child, and then we will have... Essentially, it adds some events. And these events either take away your stats or add to your stats, depending on how you do and what you do in them. But that's essentially it. Now, we said we were going to wait, and we do have to wait for about a year or so, maybe a little bit more. The idea is, well, fairly obviously, we want this to go away, right? Because most of our vassals are severely pissed off due to the fact that we raised... Do you have duchies? What? Duchy of Afar. Duchy of that place. Duchy of... Oh, I have the Duchy of Gondar. Right. Duchy of Gondar should belong to you. There you go, Emirate of Gondar. It's yours, congratulations. You may enjoy it. Great success. Alright. This guy's a big vassal. Very glad you're loyal to me. Just make sure you teach your children how much they owe me for everything they have, because I've given you way more than I should have, perhaps. The Masterful Sultan Snorri, I forgot my name was Sultan Snorri. It sounds... Look, I was the backup plan for my father. I understand this. But, yeah. Anyway, Sultan Snorri. Employ you to advise me in matters of politics. Fraternizing with the enemy? You know what? Sure. I will fraternize with the enemy. You now owe me a favor. Lovely. Secretly convert to Orthodox. Ooh. See that be. Fun, had I not made my mind up already, but... Nothing on aggression pact. We could do that. I can break up with someone. I can break up with my wife. Sure, wife, we're breaking up. We're getting divorced? Nope. We're just breaking up. Whatever the hell that means. Alright. You're Norse. Yeah, right. I have a new heir. Oh, this is not exactly good, is it? I think I can see what happened. And what happened is I didn't nominate anyone, did No, I did. I nominated my brother. Alright, what about my son? What do you think about him, Elector Counts? We could change to Turkish. Why wouldn't we? Let's do it. Obviously, you're going to despise me because outraged by succession law change, but it does this. Now you're my vassal. Oh, my vassal. You're my heir. And if I want to change that, I just go here and grant him a landed title, and now he's my heir. And it's very easy to control, and very importantly, you can control it on the fly, as it were, as in a couple of years before your death, just sort it out, and yeah. Like I said, easy to control, very simple, very cool. They're all going to be outlawed? Outraged by the law change until 1998. And that is going to... They're not going to forget that anytime soon, but... well... Sod them. Intriguing, bring him to court. Yes, bring him to court. You can teach my boy to be erudite. Ooh, or to be a poet. Teach him to be a poet. Sure. Teach him to be a poet. We're investing money into our heir now. As somewhat wrong as that might seem initially. You know. Put some money into that. Okay. Now, vassals, are we slightly more content? Not yet. Okay. Problem is, you're still his tributary, and he will join the war when all is said and done. However, I care very little for all of this. Well, that's not actually true. I kind of do care. I mean, the guy has 13,000 levy, and he tends to cheat a little bit. But he doesn't have any money. Ooh. You don't have any money. You know what? That's very interesting. Okay, we can go on a Hajj to Mecca, which would make people like me a little bit more. We can we can ask our liege for a title. Let's do that. So that's a no. Okay. Well, if you're not going to offer me a title, then maybe, just maybe, what about plot for claim? How about that? And then ask people to jump in and help, you know, and see how that goes. So we need 3 backers, 75%, or 5 backers, 100% plot power. We're not getting either, but let's keep that in the mix, you know. Let that marinate for a few hours, why don't we? I don't have any decadence, I don't need piety, so I'm not going to do that. What do you want? War against the tyranny of... no. With 3,000 men, I'm not joining you against any war against the tyranny of anyone. But didn't you just do this? Like, didn't we just have this conversation minutes ago? Okay, whatever. Whatever. You have several wars going on. No money, and yet 13,000 men. Ubi sunt, though? Well, that's where are they? It's a stylistic feature, it's not just me babbling on in Latin because I've gone crazy. Oh, you shagged someone and now you have a bastard son. Alright. Okay, how about this? Give me that place. Sound acceptable? Ah, never mind. You are rather displeased about the entire situation. You're also ambitious. Precious little I can do about that. However, you do have a friend, i.e. my Stuart, in the faction too. Yeah, we may have a rebellion or two raised against us because of the succession law changes. It is not unheard of that happens. Raising the middle customs a little bit should maybe help, I don't know. Probably won't, but you know, one little bit at a time, and it accumulates up to something usually. I'm putting all this into money making because I'm paying a stupid amount, honestly, for why can I not? Oh, I don't have the money. I could create the Kingdom of Abyssinia, though. I think I should do that. No. No, I shouldn't. Because then what will happen is this guy will want the Kingdom of Yemen. And that's a problem. Or actually, he might not. This is the Kingdom of Arabia. These guys over here will want the Kingdom of Yemen. And they're already not overly happy with me. You know. Okay. I don't have that much power as I don't have as much power as I think I do in the Abbasid Empire just yet. Because he has 20,000 men and I have like what 6,000 at the best of times. Okay, who are you fighting? Defending against my vassal. Okay. And are you doing the same thing? You're helping in on the war, aren't you? 15% or 15 more score in favour of you. Cannot do like an invasion. Disruption in communications can only mean one thing. Invasion. That's a prequels meme for you. Well... I don't know. It's like what? It's 1,000 piety? Practically all my piety gone. No. He says no. My body's telling me no, but my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Okay, what's the alternative? There isn't much of one, is there? $1,700 men, 13,000 men. 13,000 men is, in case you couldn't tell, a lot. And it's a lot more than 6,000. So, all things considered. Let's wait it out a little bit more. Excuse me, revoked Vassal titles minus 90. I did that before you got the... Oh, you ungrateful bastard. Okay. I have an ace in the hole for that. An ace in the hole is the Duchy of Varg. I'll give it to him when he starts... Sure, let's go and find the poisoner together. You love me now, yes? You love me now, yes? He doesn't love me now. Sure, get your equipment. Well, how many ships do we have? A lot. Okay. Turns out, we have two options. Rush into that war right now and risk stuff. Alternatively, raise your banners and go raiding. Like the true Norseman you know you are. Huh? Surely, the raiding option sounds nicer. Surely. Okay. Now we'll need to pick a target, but... Sod picking targets. I'm doing something, aren't I? I can't go on this... I can't go on this raid. Fine. I'll send my best commanders to lead my troops, yes, my personal troops, in this endeavor. I knew it. I could smell good money up there. Okay, here's what we do. We land here at Tabuk. Don't worry. Don't worry. Owner allowed to loot. Unit is in friendly lands. Oh, shoot. Alright. Move over there. Wait, you're a Norse Sunni. Norse can raid. Yes. I'm allowed to raid, aren't I? I should totally be allowed to raid. Owner allowed to loot? No. Huh. Can I not do it as a vassal? Because he's Bedouin... I don't think it matters, but okay, let's do this. Resign from the council, yes. Then put myself at the head of the army. And I still can't loot. Mind you, this is my personal levy, it's not my vassals. Okay. We can't raid. That's weird. Because tell me I'm not reading this wrong, right? Okay, so Sunni Muslim. The fact that he's Sunni Muslim doesn't play much of a role right now because he's officially Sunni, right? So the Caliph can call for jihad, temples can be inherited, priests can marry, Sunni men can have up to 4 wives, yada yada yada. Okay, jizya tax, so on and so forth. Ikta, form of government, fine. Norse, North Germanic, can raid overseas with ships, can raid infidels for loot, can raise runestones up until 1150. I can raise runestones, matter of fact I did. Why can I not raid? See, rulers can raid infidel neighbours for loot. Can raid overseas with ships. And you might be saying, well, you can't raid him, he's not an infidel. Okay. Can I raid India then? No, because I can't get into the raid stance at all. I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is I'm a vassal of the guy, so... Sorry. That's the reason, but... It says you can raid. Lord Councillor, sure, I'll go back into your council. Mon Roi. Actually, Mon Caliph would be right, but whatever. Weird. All this is odd and unusual. The strangest thing is, I think my vassal's actually going to be able to win this war. Yep, it's actually in his favour now. Burn the apostate. Yeah, sure, burn the apostate. You don't mind me burning the apostate, do you? Then never mind. Huh. So that one's your army, that one's your army. What are your troops? 13,000 of them. Yeah, how many? 8,000 and something out of 13,000. Is that with or without the Mercs? The Mamluks are actually engaged by you. Or are hired by you, sorry. Take a look at that again. So he's losing money now. But again, he's paying 12, which is weird considering the entirety of the Mamluk mercenary force costs 10. Can I check who's in on the war? Someone else joined, didn't they? No, you just got a little bit stronger. Yeah, I will not be blackmailed. We sound the drums of war. Thought that I would have a rebellion, honestly. I was going to deal with it. Sunni. Shame. Can't hire the Holy Order, but I can hire this lot. Pretty much the only lot I can hire, but it'll do. Oh no. No, you ran into to an army of really evil people and you fought them and now you you just killed yourselves basically. You wrecked your own chances of winning is what you did. Alright. Jihad for Syria. Okay. Oh, Syria, right. Should I join? You know, I'll join it in spirit. More so than in deed and in people, but hey. And let our enemies tremble. Right. Tremble they shall. Look at that, there's a bunch of people joining in. Byzantines are screwed. Maybe. Maybe they're not, who knows. Yeah, look at that, we have a loyalist now. That's good, that's good. Right, let's go and murder the bigger army. Psych! Actually, I'm going to murder you first. There you go. Now, unfortunately, my input in the entire jihad will be somewhat minimal due to the fact that my entire realm is rebelling against me, but don't you worry. As soon as I'm done here, I might actually be persuaded to throw in a few thousand men into the fight up here. Look at this. This is like half of the casualties in the war are gonna be. It's just a random stack of 10,000 men killing my rebels for me. I mean, I genuinely am a little bit surprised. Usually the game throws in another 10,000 men against me, not with me. But, you know what? Sure, whatever. Like, this is a horrible war. Jihads and Crusades generally tend not to be the most pleasant wars of all time, but this is horrible because most of your men are dying to attrition. Like, if they were to die on the glorious field of battle, that'd be different, but instead, the entirety of your force, or the vast majority of your force, has sort of perished due to the lack of food and stuff like that. That's a little bit, you know, on the questionable side. At any rate, that is the price of rebellion. Do not fight guys bigger than yourselves. Like a golden rule of CK2. Oh, didn't you sort of break that rule once or twice in this playthrough alone? Look. Yes, I did. But rules are meant to be broken. There's an exception to every one of them. Don't worry about it. My ex-steward, how are we doing? I would like to forgive you. Eh? What do we think about that, eh? And then eventually hire you as a marshal. But I sort of fired you. I didn't really fire you, you fired yourself, which again, I think is a little bit of a sort of gamey way of doing things, and I don't quite like it. I'll forgive the both of you, I will. I understand and I do. It's kind of sort of the way we Norse do things, but you know, like I said, a little bit gamey. I'm to blame because you revolted against me and I fired you from the council and something like that. Pfft, not really. And fair enough, I hired another guy in the meantime, but you can't really blame me for that, can you? Okay, Kingdom of Serbia is getting involved into this. 3,000. Okay, I thought that was going to be something at least worth mentioning, but no, apparently not. The Khazars are getting involved. That's it is only 1,700, but it's a different kind of 1,700. It's a special 1,700. End your conspiracy immediately. Yes, I will end it. If I had any chance of actually succeeding, I wouldn't, but I don't, so yeah. Go away, really. Just go away. I'm not paying you anymore. This is a fascinating war. I would help, but I don't really give a sod about the entire thing. You know? That's sort of the outlying issue. I don't care, you know. Yes, sir, sure. Hi. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, whatever religious doctrine I am a part of now? Quite the thing, from what I've heard. Hmm. What's a fascinating war, this. But tell you what, I need to go and check on the time really quickly, because I need to be some. Actually, let it play. Who cares? CK plays itself anyway. Oh yeah, I need to go downstairs right now and then pick up the cable. How long have I been recording for? Alright, I just went downstairs to pick up the cable. I was going to cut the video there, it's like 35 minutes-ish, but you know what? Let's go on. Let's go on for some more. Let's wrap up this... Okay, well, we finished the war. Oh, well, you know what? They don't work very often, but... It's sort of like a why not try situation, you know? Because, I mean, I practically lost nothing from that, right? So, yeah. Here's an unusual and interesting question. What happens if I declare war now? Because I genuinely don't know. Here's the reason why I don't know. Myself and the Tunelids... Tulunids, sorry, I'm so sorry. Are allies in this war. Can you call him in? I genuinely do not know. That is something that should be tested. Let's ask our liege for a title, again. Be boring enough, and eventually you'll get it. No, apparently not. It is true. Yeah, eventually he will cave. It's just a question of when. I can do a conquest CB here and potentially here. I don't know. It's camp fever. It's nasty. Can I upgrade the... No, never mind. Well, how's the war going? Are we going to win this? Probably not, right? Because you screwed up. Actually, nah, it's just numbers advantage is way too much in favor of the Christians. And as a good Miaphysite, I am helping them by not doing anything. Slight bit of roleplay in that as well. You gotta appreciate it, you know. And there you go, you're a Stuart again, you're a loyalist, so we'll take you on. Obligations Council, everything's perfect, okay. Ooh, look at that, another Nubian revolt, okay. Hi, no, not you, you. Hi. I'd like that, please. Like I said, this is a sort of why not try it situation, you know? Why not try and grab a bit of territory for free? the rebellion fails, or he surrenders, or whatever, doesn't matter. You will have lost, what, like 20, 30 ducats? Who cares? On the flip side of things, what are you doing? What are you? You're walking away from like a glorious field of battle, which we could have won with your help. You traitorous bastard! Have we at least hired the? No, of course not. They're busy fighting off in the mountains of China. No, that's not China. It technically is, because this used to be the Western Protectorate, and now they have all sorts of influence here. So it's kind of China, kind of not. Depends on how you look at it, but point is, it is debatable. Let's go and beat the main army, and help the rebellion. How does that help us, Juggernaut? It does. Oh, it does, mon frère. It does. We beat the main army. Well, this is 60 level chess. We beat the main army. Let them come here. Then ambush them. Put some good leaders on the case. Where are my commanders, by the way? I could acquiesce that they're leading other stuff, probably. Okay. Yeah, we fight them here in Gondar, and then these guys gain a bunch of war score, and they're happy because the war's going great. And then we charge in and we take all their stuff. Yeah? Four-digit IQ or what? I am being facetious if it wasn't that blindingly obvious. Yes, I'm totally being facetious. We didn't find a prisoner, we caught a prisoner, but still. Okay, I want this. Yes, I do. Take. Now, I haven't beat the rebel army. There's a big difference. So the 2 victories I had here count for exactly nothing, which is good. We want that to be the thing. Because you're leading in a war, and when you're leading in a war, you make it really, really hard on yourself to, mentally speaking, to surrender. You really don't want to surrender when you're winning the war. Which makes complete sense to everyone everywhere. This is an axiom level complete sense. Okay, you're screwed. No, on pause. Yeah. I was like, they're going remarkably slowly. Yes, because you're paused. Oops. All the commanders there. Yeah, let's go. Fighting, fighting, fighting. We are fighting. Fighting, fighting, fighting. We are fighting. And we win. Okay. And then down here, siege these 2. We should be good. Vessels are at -5 already. God, I don't like playing in this part of the world for that reason alone. Seems I failed miserably. Oops. Alright. Time for some... We've won! Well, actually, not really. Just because it's 100% does not mean you've won. You need... Well, yeah, we just won, okay. But it's not... Because it's 100% doesn't mean that you won. Crusaders are a little bit finicky. I've been given a title to my liege to hand out. Lovely. Which title is that? It is, let me guess, all of Syria is what I'm in charge of. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go. Okay. I kid you not, this is my absolute favorite part of being a vassal and under under someone and stuff like that. This is... Ooh, okay. Musa ibn Abdul Ghaffur is granted. Prince Mubarak is granted. Megan the Purifier is granted. Caliph Murad. I have no idea who these people are, so I will give it to the best candidate. Okay. Now, what is this? This is the city. Best candidate. Occasionally you can hand these out to yourself, by the way, which is why this is interesting. Musa. Sure, you get the full thing. Now. Ooh! The Greek. Sure, we'll give it to you. Stir things up a little bit, as it were. Yes. Give the mosque to the Greek. This Anfast Snorrison. Ooh, I like this. Give it to him. He's one of my people. Rasaf Khan, Majid Abdul Samir. Fine, Samir, you can take it. Prince Rasaf Khan, Prince Hrane of Yemen. Yes, please. I'd like to take that. I'd like to give that to him. That's my son, by the way. Eh? Now, Juggernaut, doesn't this cause absolute atrocious levels of border gore? Yes. Yes, it does. Do I care? Not precisely, no. No, I don't. It's money, right? And besides, it's only border gore if you look at it. You know, we can pretend that Syria has just been washed over by the sea and, you know, flooded, and this is just the sea, and we don't look at it. And we look at our own borders, which are relatively fine, and we just don't look at this, and we look at it like a money box, from which we extract taxes bit by bit, you know, coin by coin. I think that's a far superior way of looking at it. Okay. Majid Abdul Raka. Raka, sure. You. Prince Knut of Yemen. Sounds good. Snorrison is granted the city. Yes. Prince Haraldr of Yemen. Why not? Abdul Basha, Majid, whatever. Evangelos, sure, the Greek, lovely. Take Aziz Abdul, we'll do that one. We'll do that one. Antioch. The Mosque of Antioch. No more for my sons, eh? It's only fair that we stop, eh? That guy has an interesting name, I'll give it to him. Smuggler's Ring, really? Highly unfortunate. Okay. Okay, we beat them and we have the thing for ourselves. Hello. Hello. Alright, you're gone. This is now officially mine. Sod off. Right. Expand the army. Let them rest, recuperate, regenerate, and all the other things beginning with the letters R and E. Good. Maybe. You never know. This is a duchy, isn't it? Can I usurp it? Yes, I can. Lovely. Who shall I give it to? Well, let's go over to the court and find one like you. Perfect. A Norse monophysite. Well, monophysite. Don't like finding a monophysite. Not that much. My half-brother. We claim on the Sultanate, though. You're not gonna... But you're my half-brother, and, yeah. Okay. Swakin is yours. Congratulations. Now, you're not gonna love me that much because you desire the emirate. But that's fine, because, brother, I will give you the emirate. Yeah? And you're Messalian secretly, which is why I'm not going to bother you to convert your religion. Yeah? So I'm not. It's perfect. It is perfect. And if you can push this de jure claim you've got here, all the better. If not, doesn't matter. Forget about it. This guy is my kinsman. Somehow... How are we related again? My cousin was your father, and my uncle was his father. Right, we're actually quite decently related. And you won't accept vassalization because, not your de jure liege, foreign culture. What, being family doesn't count for jack shit, apparently. And false religion, so... Alright. Did I fight against you? I fought against you, didn't I? Well, you know what, that's what we Norse sort of tend to do, so I'm not perturbed in the slightest for having done that. Tell you what though, thank you very much for watching. This is quite enough for this video. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed it. And yeah. It's going good. It's going a bit slow, but you know what, that's a good thing. You don't want to rule the world by 1066, you know, it's a bit boring, yeah. So there we go. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.